Hello there, a very good morning. This is the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. As always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. Well, of course, we have the details on this morning's top stories from here at home and around the world. You can stay tuned with us for the news in detail. With that, let's move on to the top local news item for this morning. Prime Minister Therunee Karunaratne said that 90% of women in Sri Lanka have experienced sexual harassment in public transport at least once in their lifetime. She further noted that Sri Lanka ranks 122nd out of 146 countries in the Global Gender Gap Index, underscoring the country's significant gender disparity. The Prime Minister emphasized that gender inequality is a societal challenge that goes beyond gender, religion, ethnicity as well as age. Now, she expressed these views while participating in the launch event of the Thrive Together for Her Resilience Building, Inclusivity and Voices for Equality in Sri Lanka initiative, jointly implemented by the United Nations, the Australian High Commission as well as Chrysalis. Speaking at the event, she pointed out that although over 60% of university students in Sri Lanka are women, only 35% of women are represented in the paid workforce of Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Karunaratne highlighted the urgent need for effective mechanisms to ensure that women have the opportunity to contribute to the economy through employment. Let's move on to some local government-related news updates for this morning now. The Election Commission says that the acceptance of security bonds for the Punakari, Mana and Dehiyattakandiya Pradeshiya Sabhas for the upcoming local government election will conclude at 12 noon today. The Commission further noted that nominations for these three local government bodies will only be accepted until 12 noon tomorrow. Following that, the date for holding elections for the respective local government elections will be announced. Meanwhile, elections for the remaining 336 local government institutions is scheduled to be held on the 6th of May. On to more local news now. The Ministry of Public Administration, Provincial Councils and Local Government says that an in-depth investigation has been launched into various irregularities as well as frauds that have occurred in local government bodies in the recent times. Deputy Minister Ruan Senarat said that a large number of complaints has been received regarding such acts of fraud and corruption that took place in the past. Additionally, audit reports related to these local government institutions have also revealed certain such issues. The Deputy Minister noted that some of these corrupt and irregular actions are already being exposed before the Committee on Public Accounts. He further said that special attention will be paid to frauds that have occurred within municipal councils of Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Transport and Highways says that a final decision with regards to the construction of the Kadawatha-Medigama section of the Central Expressway will be made following a discussion with President Anurakumara Dissanayake. Deputy Minister Dr. Prasanna Gunasena said that construction work on this section, which was initiated with loan assistance from China's Exim Bank, has currently come to a halt. He further mentioned that as a result, daily demurrage fees are being incurred by the government of Sri Lanka. Now, the Sri Lanka Public Health Inspectors Union says that inspection operations of food outlets have been launched, citing the upcoming festive season. Secretary of this association, Chamil Muthukuda, said that around 2,500 public health inspectors will be joining this initiative that is set to be conducted island-wide. And finally, in your weather news update, the Met Department says that showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces after 2 p.m. today. Heavy showers of about 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, southern and Uba provinces. A few showers may occur in the eastern provinces and in the Polonnaruwa district. Misty conditions can be expected at some places in the western, Sabaragamuwa, central and Uba provinces and in the Gaul, Mathura and Kurunegala districts during the morning. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. With that, let's move on to news overseas for this morning. Russia and Ukraine have agreed to a naval ceasefire in the Black Sea in separate deals with the United States after 3 days of peace talks in Saudi Arabia. Washington said all parties would continue working towards a durable and lasting peace in statements announcing the agreements, which would reopen an important trade route to the world. They have also committed to develop measures to implement a previously agreed ban on attacking each other's energy infrastructure. And this is according to information that was provided to foreign media by the White House. But Russia said the naval ceasefire would only come into force after a number of sanctions against its food and fertilizer trade were lifted. U.S. officials have been separately meeting negotiators from Moscow and Kiev in Riyadh with the aim of brokering a truce deal between the two sides. The Russian and Ukrainian delegations, however, have not met directly at any point as of now. Ukrainian President Zelensky said the deal to halt the strikes in the Black Sea was a step in the right direction. Let's shift our attention to Brazil now. 5 justices from Brazil's Supreme Court have concluded the first day of proceedings as they weigh whether former President Jair Bolsonaro will stand trial for an alleged coup attempt following his loss in the 2022 election in the country. Prosecutor General Paulo Gonet argued on Tuesday that Bolsonaro oversaw a conspiracy to overthrow the government, including alleged plans to poison his election rival, President Lula da Silva, and kill Supreme Court Justice Alexander de Moraes. Gonet told the 5-member panel that Bolsonaro had used criminal means to try and remain in office regardless of the outcome of the 2022 elections. Now, for a criminal trial to proceed, a majority of the 5 justices must vote in favor, and they're expected to render a decision by today. De Moraes is among the judges considering the case as well. Tuesday's hearing is a result of Gonet's decision to file formal charges against Bolsonaro and 33 allies on the 18th of February. Gonet told the justices that there was a preponderance of evidence against the defendants. Bolsonaro faces 5 counts, including attempted violent abolition of democratic state of law and damaging government property. Federal police initially indicted him in an 884-page report in November. Finally, moving on to your sports news update for this morning. In sports, it's cricket, of course. Shreyas Iyer's knock and Arshdeep Singh's pace helped Punjab Kings beat Gujarat Titans by 11 runs in the IPL 2025 match on Tuesday in Ahmedabad. Chasing 244 to win, Gujarat Titans fought hard to make 232 for 5, but the target proved to be beyond their batters despite Sai Sudarshan making 74, Shubman Gill hitting a quick 33 and Joss Butler scoring 54. Shafin Rutherford also played a quick knock of 46, however his efforts were not enough. Earlier in the first innings, Shreyas Iyer missed out on a maiden IPL century, but his 97 not out of 42 balls and Shashank Singh's 44 out of 16 balls helped Punjab Kings post 243 for 5. Well, that's a wrap of this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. You can join us once again tomorrow as well, right here, same time, 7 a.m. for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Until then, take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.